In this video, we are going to see the built-in function of Hive. So we'll be taking some built-in function. For this, we have taken one example. So there is one table called staff, and it has certain rows. You can say like first name, last name, salary, and date. So these are the rows, and on the basis of that, we have created a table called staff. This staff table is different from the table that we have created earlier. So it has few more columns, and some columns are dropped. So we have name, last name, salary, and a date, and other things remain same. So already created this table, and this table has been loaded with the data that you can see in the left hand side. So this is the data that has been loaded in this particular table. Now we'll be doing some sort of select statement here on the basis of built-in function in Hive. So first one is round. So let us take round as first example. So what round is doing, like it returns the rounded big int value of the double. So let us see that. So we say here select round, and round of what? So round of salary. We are taking round of salary. Intentionally we have kept salary in floating point, you can see here. So let us check that part, and the name of the table. So you can see here now this is rounded. So this value was this way. It has rounded to the nearest value. So all are rounded to the nearest value. So that is the use of round. Now let us go for some other information. So there is something called ceil that returns the minimum big int value that is equal or greater than the double. So what we do here, like in this example, I'm not making any changes here, just name of that particular inbuilt function. So ceil is the function, enter. So you can see here like what is happening in this case. So definitely it rounded, and 0 is missing in this case now. So it returns the minimum big int value that is equal or greater than the double. Now let us do some other operations like concat. So can we concat two strings and so on? Let me first of all clear the screen. So I say here select concat. What to concat? So I'm concating name and last name. So these two columns I am concatenating. So I say from staff. So it has concatenated, but I want one space here. So let me put one space. How I'll be putting the space? So just put double quotes like this, and remember to put one comma after that, and then run this. So you can see here now the first name and last name are being displayed, but then there is one gap. So we are just specifying some gap in between. Now the next one is substr. So that returns a substring from a particular column. So let us see how it is working. So I say here select substr. Substr of what? So I am saying substr of last name. And what we are doing, so we are saying 1 comma 1 means first one we are extracting, and only one we are extracting. So we are saying from staff. some error. So we have said select substr and it is last name, not L name. So it is last name and other things are same. So you can see here like it is fetching the information from the last name. So in this case, like you can see like a Singh, so S, Kumar, so K, Gupta, so G, Sahil, so S. So this way it has fetched the first first you can say character of that particular column and all the values of those columns. Now I want to use it in a different way. So I can specify whichever uh, specific value you want to display. So let us write another command here. I say again concatenate. I say select concat and this time we are saying name and then I want to put one space. So after name there will be one space and then I am using what substring. So now we are combining these two commands. So concat also and substring also. So I say substr. From substr what we want like last name and the first value, first character you can say of last name and close the brackets. So this bracket is closed for this one and this one is closed for this one and we are saying from star. So you can see here now the first name is complete and last name is only symbolic, like the first character of the particular you can say like the last name that we are trying to get one. We can use upper also here. So for example like I say select upper of what name from the name of the table. So you can see like it is displaying the names in uppercase. Let us do one more thing. I want the absolute value of a number. So I say select ABS of what? So salary. So absolute value I want from the table. So you can see here the absolute value, the exact value that is there. So after decimal there is no zero. So absolute value that is there is being displayed in this case. We can also go for date function. So for instance like I say here select and then the specific time. So for example suppose I say that in my case I have month of joining or day of joining or year of joining. So how to fetch that type of information? So let us try that part. So let us see here like select month. Okay. Now for us we have a specified what my date. So let me first of all show you the uh, the table structure. So here is the table structure. Using describe, we can see the table structure. So name, last name, salary, and my date there. So in this case, let me do one thing. Like I say, select. Do we have month for this? Let us try that part. So I say, let us see, like select month, and it is my date. So select month, my date from start, where name, where name equals to, I say Rajiv. Okay, so that is the condition we are putting here, and enter. So you can see here it is saying 1. So see this one, 1. So that's the month. It is specifying in which month Rajiv has joined. Okay, if I want to see, like instead of month, we want to see on which day Rajiv has joined. So again it is Jan, so it is saying 01. Now I want to see, like in which year Rajiv has joined. So it is Rajiv has joined in 2010. So it is specifying like when Rajiv has joined. So that's how we can try these things, and we can see like how we can go for this type of built-in function. So we have many such built-in function, like we can have date diff, so that is helping us in making the changes between two different dates. We can have date add function. So that date add function will help you in adding some specific number of days, so that we can specify. So if it is date diff, the function of date diff is like you can have the date, two different dates that you can specify, and the syntax will be like select date diff, and the date one. So if suppose you have two dates, here we don't have, but when if suppose you have two dates, so you can specify the date difference between two different dates. So you can say select date diff, and then you can specify the column name. So you don't have to put here a string, it is just symbolic, that is for your understanding. So you just need to put like these two different column values. For example, suppose one is date of joining, another is date of resigning. So if suppose one more column is added here, like on this date he joined and on that date he resigned, so you can have like date of joining like DOJ, and date of resignation, that is DOR. So we can find out the difference between these two dates, and we can also specify for whom we are going for to do that. Like so from the name of the table, where name equals to Rajiv. So that is for date diff. We can specify date diff. We can add the value, like for example, suppose I want to see like after 1 month of the resignation, so what happened. So we can specify here date add function. So date add function is helping in, so for example this was for date diff, so you have to go for date add. So date add, for example we have my date here, and we are specifying like after 1 month. So after 1 month of this particular, or so we can say like after 30 days. Okay. So from staff where name equals to Rajiv, so we are saying data and so this is like when Rajiv had joined after 1 month. So that date we are specifying here. So we can see here like 31st Jan 2000. So after 30 days we specified. That's why he joined on first, and after 30 days it was 31st Jan 2010. So date add is helping us in getting the value as you wish. Now you can have date sub function where you can get the number of days. So number of days. So for example, suppose I say instead of date add, we can say date sub. Date sub of what? So we can specify here the name of the column, and we can say like for example we are saying 45 days. So 45. So that's how we want to check this. So let us try this. So it is saying 17th November 2009. So date sub, that we are trying to get a value from this one. Then we can also have the length. So length of a particular condition. So for instance, suppose I say select length. So select length of what? So a particular string. So in this case we are saying select length of name from staff where name equals to, and then we are putting the name of the person. So name equals to this, and we have seen like, so Rajiv has, you can see here Rajiv has 5 characters in his first name, so it is returning 5 as a value. So this way we have inbuilt functions there in Hive. Those can be used in your application. So thank you very much for watching this video.